In previous lecture, hello everyone. In previous lecture, we saw the general introduction about electron microscopy. We saw what is electron microscopy and what are the different type of microscope. In that, we saw different type of microscope like dissection microscope, scanning microscope, compound microscope, and other type. Then we moved to our topic, that is electron microscope. We saw the characteristic of electron microscope and different points included in that. Then we saw the unique possibility to gain insight of the structure, means what we can observe by using electron microscope, like structure, topology, morphology, and composition of material. Then we saw the type of electron microscope, in which we focused two type of microscope, that is scanning electron microscope and transmission electron microscope. Then we saw the detail of about transmission electron microscope. We also saw its structure and its working. Then we saw different type of electron microscope, that is the name of different type of electron microscope. Then we saw the application of transmission electron microscope and its limitation. So in this lecture we are going to study the second type of microscope, that is scanning electron microscope. As we studied the first one, transmission electron microscope, scanning electron microscope work on the same principle. Means in this method, the source of illumination is also used as an electron. But only difference is that the electron do not transmit, means transferred around the tissue, but only scan on the surface of the tissue. uh, I will explain more about this. We will just go through this. That is, a scanning electron microscope is a type of electron microscope that produce image of a sample by scanning it with a focused beam of electron. So what they basically do, they keep the specimen, and they pass electron through it. Then uh, the specimen which is kept on the chamber, the electron scan its surface, and after scanning they produce a particular image on a surface. Means that image we can observe on a laptop or the computer which is connected to that scanning electron microscope. The electron interact with the atom on the sample, producing various signals that contain the information about the sample surface, topography, and composition. So when this electron strike on the surface, then it gives different information about that particular specimen. Like what are the different type of information they give, like first is topography, its composition, its morphology, means everything, the surface composition it gives. And we come to know everything about that specimen its by studying its surface structure. Here I have kept one image of scanning electron microscope. The electron gun is kept at the top of its surface. Then a condenser lens, and the electron beam is passed between that condenser lens. Then it passed through the objective lens, and Finally, the sample is kept at the bottom of the scanning electron microscope. When the electrons strike on the surface of the specimen, it generates some radiation, and that radiation is detected by X-ray detector. And when that X-ray detector detect that radiation, they transfer that radiation in the form of image, and that image we can observe on the screen. Means we can observe that image on the uh, laptop or computer. So this was the basic principle about the working of a scanning electron microscope. This is the working of scanning electron microscope is given. That is, the electron gun is kept. It is similar to what I explained in the previous slide. So electron gun is kept on the top of the surface. From that, electron is passed, and it passed through first condenser lens, second condenser lens, and then detection coil, and it finally reaches to the sample, which is kept at the bottom. When it strikes to the specimen, it generates certain radiation, and that radiation is captured by the uh, secondary detector. It is also called as X-ray detector. And when that detector detects that radiation, it transferred on the monitor, and we can observe the image. So this was the basic working principle of scanning electron microscope. We will see certain advantages and application of scanning electron microscope. So we will go through first the advantages of scanning electron microscope, that is better resolution. So as compared to light microscope or transmission electron microscope, it's give a slight better resolution, and we can observe the image of higher resolution, and clear image we can observe. Work with low voltage. Even with low voltage it can work. It's not like transmission electron microscope which require higher voltage, but it can work on lower voltage also. High brightness uh, source, so it gives a higher brightness. Means uh, if a specimen is kept, and we are observing its image through scanning electron microscope, it's give a better brightness and better image quality. Fast imaging, so it is quite fast than other type of microscope, and we can observe the image in very less time. High count rate in X-ray analysis, and when we do X-ray analysis and we observe the image, it gives very high count, and high count means basically it gives very high number, and compared to transmission electron microscope, it gives a full length of the image. Means we can scan entire image, and we can get a entire view of that specimen. It's not like transmission electron microscope where we get only a particular type of, means particular area we can observe, but in same we can observe entire specimen, and it is easy to operate. Means compared to other type of electron microscopy, same is, means scanning electron microscope is comparatively easy to operate. And then we will we, s- we will see some of the application of same, that is uh, used in ultra high voltage air, water, various liquid environment. So we can use this in different type of environment like vacuum, air, water, and various liquid environments. So it do not require a particular environment only. We can observe different type of specimen in different type of environment. Used for the specimen examination, and it is used for the specimen examination means basically means to see the different types and uh, means detail about a particular specimen, that is called specimen examination. Means we can observe detail about that particular specimen, and used for the visualization of intracellular changes. And in scanning in transmission electron microscope, we cannot observe what is going inside the cell. Why we cannot observe? Because we take a thin section of a particular cell or a particular tissue. So while taking sectioning, we cannot observe the intracellular, means what is going inside the cell, because we have taken section. But in scanning electron microscope, we can visualize the intracellular changes, means whatever going inside the changes, like you must have studied Golgi to ER transport, so we can see actual how this transportation is going on, means how these proteins are transported from Golgi to ER. So these are the some of the application of uh, scanning electron microscope. So with this slide, we finish the uh, electron microscopy. We saw general introduction about electron microscopy, and we saw the two main type of electron microscope, that is transmission electron microscope and scanning electron microscope. So for examination point of view, you only have to go through these two types of electron microscope, that is transmission electron microscope and scanning electron microscope. Thank you.